sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came country boy stepping, yeah, I'm country boy stepping, country boy stepping.
Goodness gracious, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. This YouTube journey's been a struggle. It's a lot of work. These last few weeks have been, we've had a lot going on. We've had a lot going on the farm. The weather's been terrible. I've still not got the driveway fixed because they were calling for more heavy rain this weekend, so I kind of held off. Now they've called off on the rain, but I want to get a pump a video out, and it's been difficult. I've had to clip some stuff together, and it's just been hard getting a video out, but I wanted to get one out. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm gonna do a video. Today's video is on our livestock dog, Koji. There'll be some more just general tips on how we train the dogs. We have to have them around here. We're surrounded by predators. The coyote population on our farm is just through the roof. There's countless videos of them right behind the barn. We think we lost a baby last year, the year before, to one of the black-headed vultures. And those livestock dogs run the birds off too. They know, because we have chickens, they know that the hawks and stuff will kill the chickens. So we just have to have them. We started out with chickens on this farm, and we were losing them left and right to foxes, hawks, everything you could think of. And that's when we got our first one, Benson, and I'll do a video just on him. That changed everything. Once we got Benson, even as a puppy, I don't know if we ever lost another animal until he got just too old to battle. But today's videos on Koji, we're gonna highlight Koji, which is our newest one. Koji's just about 2.5 years old, half Anatolian, half Pyrenees. The first two we had were Pyrenees, and they were great. If anybody has Pyrenees, you just know they're stubborn. They're literally almost untrainable. They have their own plan. I want to do this video because we get asked a lot of questions on the livestock dogs and how we train them, how do we get them to do. There's not much training to it. I mean, it's amazing. They're just the instincts they have from the breed, from Koji, and most of them we buy all our puppies off a working farm. We don't buy it from, we're not buying it from somebody that just has them as pets. Every livestock dog we've ever bought has come from a farm where they're out in the field with cattle. Benson was out with cattle. Koji was out with sheep. His mom's Anatolian, dad, huge Pyrenees. So far, so good with Koji. He's a lot more trainable than the Pyrenees. I mean, he'll sit, stay, lay down. He's extremely athletic. One of the strongest dogs I've ever put my hands on. He's unbelievable how strong that dog is. He's kind of wiry in the videos, but he's a big dog. He's fast. And they're just amazing animals. I could sit here all day telling you stories. Our last birth in the barn, obviously we monitor them with cameras and we're watching constantly, but we knew she was in labor because Koji went crazy, was in the barn barking just nonstop, and we knew something was up, and we go down there and she's having babies. So I mean, it's so much more to these livestock dogs than just keeping coyotes and predators away. But today's video, we're gonna highlight Koji. 2.5 years old. I'll talk about some of the training stuff with Koji. You can't, at least we've not been able to do it. You can't just, we put him out there with a puppy, but from our experience with our dogs, from puppy to 2 years old, you got to keep an eye on them. Our last two dogs, Cass and Koji, both of them, we really couldn't trust them alone with the goats till about year 2. Koji was chasing them and acting a fool out in the field, which stretches them out, and we don't want that. So we would put him out with the goats while we were there. My wife came up with a good idea. When we first got Benson, we put him on a run so the goats could get away from him if he's chasing them. My wife came up with a great idea a few years back. We put a kennel in, so you've probably seen it in some of the videos, thought, what's that kennel doing out there? We put a kennel inside the field with the goats, and we would put, when we were not around, we would put Koji in that kennel so the goats could be around him, he could be around the goats, but if he wasn't chasing them or doing things he shouldn't be doing. We're getting ready to do something incredibly stupid this afternoon as I film this for this video. It's time to square bale some hay. The hay got too tall. You got to hit it when it's right. The weather, I mean, it's awful. This is 8 in the morning and it's miserable right now. But we're going to square bale hay this afternoon. It is so hot. It's going to be the heat index 115. It's so humid. I call it humidity instead of humidity because it's so bad here in Kentucky. But for now, enjoy this video on Koji. If you have any questions about Koji or any other of the dogs we have or the goats, please put them in the comments. I will for sure answer them. Thanks for watching. We always get our working dogs as puppies off of working farms where they're already out with livestock and their moms are teaching them what to do and what not to do. And we've been lucky we've had older dogs to put the puppies with. And you'll see here in these next few clips, Benson's a very stern teacher on what to do, what not to do. I want to leave the volume up and not talk during this session, so I want you to see how Benson handles Koji and teaches him what to do and what not to do. Benson, I can't believe you're putting up with this. Benson. Get that. Stop it. Good boy, Benson. Old Benson never liked any of the dogs goofing off. It was strictly all about business. You gotta really watch them at this age. They want to chase the goats and play with the goats, and that really is something you do not want them doing. So you gotta keep an eye on them. These dogs, especially Koji, are super athletic, extremely strong. Koji is one of the strongest dogs I've ever had my hands on. They do have some bad habits. They like to dig deep holes and like to roam, and they're hard to keep in and out of the pen sometimes. Most livestock dogs like to bark and flex a little bit at the threat before they take action, but if you don't listen to the warning, they're going to come and take care of business. Okay, at least one of the livestock dogs at night mainly sleeps in the barn with the goats, and then spends a lot of time outside patrolling around the pastures. And if they hear something while they're in the barn, they're going to take off and see what's going on out there. These dogs are very active at night. You'll hear them out barking and see them patrolling the pastures all night long. All right, I want to tell this is one story before these next few clips come up about what Koji did and what happened. It's been on several shorts, and it really didn't explain exactly what happened. And I didn't want to do a voiceover because I just wanted you to see exactly what happened in the moment. The Coyotes were going crazy. There's an audio clip along with some of the video clips you just saw. Those are that audio from the Coyotes yelping. That's from our farm, literally from about 100 yards from where I'm sitting right now, them going crazy one night. But that's particular nights, this clip you're getting ready to see, they were going crazy. I mean, it sounded like there was hundreds of them, and I had no clue what was going on. I thought it was a normal night. You'll see Koji kind of alerts to them yelping, and I've learned this the hard way. I learned it with Benson. You just can't hold them back. I mean, and that's the thing about these dogs. They are absolutely, when it's time, they are fearless. When it's time, I really do believe, they'd lay their life down for the goats or us. I mean, they are literally fearless. Koji runs off into the night with those coyotes just going crazy. I had no idea what they had done, why they were yelping. They were really close to us. I didn't know it. They had killed a 14-point buck sometime before, you know, this video was shot in a short period of time. It hadn't been dead very long, and they were eating the carcass. And it was probably maybe a tenth of a mile from where, I mean, it was close to where we were at when I shot that video of Koji running off into the dark. The next day, Koji finds the carcass, and that's how we found the carcass. I had a tracker on him, like, why is Koji just staying in this one spot? And I'm like, aha, he's found something. We go over there, and when I walked over the rise, all I could see was antlers sticking up. I mean, it was a massive buck, and we were pretty sure the coyotes had killed it. It was during rut, so they were worn. The buck was worn down. We think the coyotes chased him down and killed him, and had about eaten him in one day. You'll see the picture of the buck after Koji running off into the night. But that's just one of the many things. They're just fearless. They're just incredible animals. And I wanted to explain that before you see those clips, because there's so much more to that story. I had no idea until the next day what Koji was running into. I'm pretty sure that night he ran those coyotes off that carcass, because his tracker went right to where that carcass was at when we found it the next day. They're just incredible animals. So enjoy this next clip now that you got the backstory behind it. When we picked the name Koji, we thought it was Japanese for warrior. It's actually something to do with sushi. Oh, hey, yeah. Take two. Hey, when we picked Koji, we thought it was Japanese for warrior, and I could be wrong on this too, but I do believe it's something to do with sushi. So that's why we picked it. We thought, man, he's a warrior, keeping the goats safe, but I actually think he's a sushi roll. What do you think, Coach?